Set. All right. So it's Coach Francois. Coach T, say hi.
Greetings, everybody. Coach T here and Coach Francois here from the PAL program. We definitely wish we could see you all in person, and we're sorry for the new executive order, but obviously it's for keep everybody safe and those kind of things. So hopefully it won't last too long and the numbers will go down and we'll be back to live programming. So today we're going to get you started with first soccer futsal class of the fall, and hope you enjoy. So taking it back to Francois.
All right, everybody. So all our content is online. I'm going to share my screen here. And so we're just going to go over one of the sessions that we have online already for you. And obviously, if you have any questions, let us know. So we have about 10 sessions up there. We're going to go over the first one, some of the content in the first one. It's under PAL modules, and we can send you a link. So the first page should look like this: PAL coaching modules. I'll review it. And there's a menu bar here up front. And the first session's right there in the menu bar. And we're going to talk about running technique, use of bands, how it integrates into your game. There's some coaching points in there. And we'll try and get you a whole list of a complete workout. That's probably the only part that's missing. We'll play this video real quick on running technique.
Hi, my name is Tyson from KBandTraining.com. If your focus is speed, oftentimes a simple element that's overlooked is foot action, Dorsiflexion and Plantar flexion. To begin, just find a wall, a fence, or even a hurdle and get in a nice upright position. We're going to be chambering our foot back down through the ground, clawing at the ground. The key is the proper starting position with the dorsiflexion, get to the striking zone, claw at the ground, and then come back as fast as we can. It's going to be a great ratchet round, about 8 to 10 repetitions per leg. Notice now we're enhancing our muscle activation with K-band. As we get down to that neutral position, we have less resistance, but as we bring it up towards the top, we're firing our quads and our hip flexors, and our base leg has to work its glute backside to stabilize through the zone. So we've got both legs working with great resistance during this. Remember, with K-bands, we've got a variety of different resistance levels, so be sure that you're utilizing the set that's challenging your repetitions. Claw through each foot about 4 to 6 sets before taking your extended break and moving on to the next exercise. For your very own set of K-bands to help enhance your muscle activation during this simple drill, head to KBandTraining.com and we'll get you taken care of.
Okay. All right. So this here is a K-band. This is what you're going to use to improve your strength and your speed and your soccer technique. All right. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use a basic piece of equipment with a ladder, and we'll show you how to use the K-band and using those techniques that we just saw. So I put the K-band on. And all I want to do is work on my strike. right? So a lot of you will be playing soccer and running and pushing out here. You don't want to do that. You want to strike with the foot, right? From here, strike down onto the ball of your foot. A lot of you taught to play on your toes. Don't play up on your toes. Play on the ball of your foot, right? And then strike down underneath you. A couple of things that will do. One, it will allow you to stop because you're not pushing off. If you push off while you run with the ball, you can't stop in time. But if you strike down, you can transfer the energy up and stop. So a little bit of an exercise here. I'm gonna go with the ladder. And so all I'm gonna do is roll over the ankle. I'm not gonna go all the way up. I'm just gonna strike over my ankle. Using the K-band resistance, right? So that's the first level, right? So a couple other things this will do. By using the dorsiflexion, you pull your toes up towards your body, right? And you roll up onto the ball of your feet. So you see my toes here are up. Now I'm on the ball of my feet. What you'll immediately feel is your entire core engaged, right? So again, a little bit of adjustment here. For soccer, you need to be a little wider apart. That's why we use the K-band. Be a little wider than usual. Push your knees out, your toes in, pull your toes up on the ball of your feet. You should feel your whole body just locked. You should feel the strength. And that's where you play the soccer from. That's where you play the game from. Right here, right? Standing up straight with your body locked, your core engaged, right? So again, a little wider. Right? Call those A rolls, A pops. All right, on the upper body. So again, I'm gonna keep my feet wide apart, toes up, ball of the feet. On the upper body, I'll put my hand in my pocket here, and my other hand up here. When this foot comes up, the opposite hand comes up. So we're here. Right? So again, now watch the upper body. Here we go on the ladder. Again, toes up, knees out, core engaged. Okay? So step one. Now, how does that work into your soccer game? Because you need to be able to dribble the ball and do all that stuff at the same time. So we go back here. I'm gonna share my screen. Am I still sharing my screen? Where's the zoom? This is the zoom. I'm sharing my screen. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen back here. All right. I'm going back to the Oakland PAL coaching modules online. I'm the first session right here, dorsiflexion. So you're pulling your toes up when you play, pulling your toes up towards you to generate power. And then we're gonna look at one of the masters do it, right? So this is Johan Cruyff, one of the great soccer players from Ajax in Barcelona. And what you'll see is that he's playing on the ball of his foot. He's able to transfer energy to start and stop upwards. But he's also doing it with the ball at his feet. So another thing about how he's moving, there's a lot of that A-pop rotation. So the steps are small, and the rotations are quick, and the feet and knees aren't coming so high. So small, quick steps. And when he needs to stop, be able to transfer the energy up and change direction. He's on the balls of his feet, right? Not his toes, on the balls of his feet, very clearly. There's a start and stop right from the ladder drill. So the speed in this comes from the strength with which the foot hits the ground. So you'll see him slamming down into the ground as he runs. If you're up on your toes, you're not going to slam down, you're going to push off instead. The short, quick strides. And then his coordination with his arms up top. So his arms are always moving in synchronization with his legs. So very clearly here, you can see he's not striking with his toes, right? He's striking with the fore middle of his foot in order to change direction. And then when he needs to change speeds, he goes up in the air, which means his knees come up. Change speed and direction. You see right in here where he's going to strike with, not with the tippy toe, but the middle of the foot. All right, so we're going to go back to our K-band now, and we're at a ball to what we're doing with the ladder, okay? So again, right? So as I learn the technique with the ball, I just want to add some resistance with the band. Push my legs apart and engage my core, right? Here, my feet are going to be outside my center of gravity, outside my shoulders. Pull my toes up towards me, whole body very strong, right? I get on the ball of my foot, right? Now, I'm just going to carry the ball, move my arms up top, and remember my pops, right? So how I do this is I'm going to use my toes, the same way I use my fingertips in basketball, to control the ball. Right? I reach out with my toes, control the ball while I'm doing everything else. So, looking at it from a different angle, right? Here, pull my toes up, engage my core, stand up straight, push my knees out, right? Reach out with my toe, touch the ball. Right? So a lot of people will go with the laces, they'll turn the toe in, and they'll nudge up here with the laces. I wouldn't do that. Better to get your toe right on the ball and nudge the ball with your toe. Because it's part of your running mechanics. You should never lose your running mechanics by twisting your leg, right? I just want to run as if the ball is not even there. So, on the turn, a couple times. And again, I'm maintaining my center of balance. My feet are outside my shoulders, right? The ball is within my magic circle. For those of you guys who play video games, FIFA, the ball is just out here. Imagine a circle around me. The ball is just on the edge of my ability to touch it, right? Then, at the end, I'm going to stop. So a couple things and turn. A couple things I can do there. I can come on top of the ball and hook my big toe on the ball, right? Or I can reach around, right, and just touch my pinky toe. Push the ball behind me, right? Again, I got my bands, I got my resistance, I got my APOC, and I'm gonna go around the toe. One last thing we do it left-sided. So if you ever play tennis, think about your left or your backhand. Just using your left hand and then layering on your right hand for coordination, right? So when you hit your left hand on the left side in tennis, you're thinking about what your right hand is doing to control the shot, right? Same thing in soccer. Don't switch sides of your brain. Think about what your right leg is doing. You're gonna go on the left. Let it carry the ball on the right, again, on the left, sorry, right? Pull my toes up, engage the core, keep wide apart. Here we go, I carry the ball on the left, I'm gonna focus on what my right side is doing, and I go. I shouldn't lose any coordination, right? So that's the basic skill for today. Carrying the ball with good technique, good running technique. And we'll try and find you one more video that I'm gonna add to the module. Let's see here. Share screen. Okay. So I like the Pep Workout, folks. And this is a great one. I'm gonna add it to the video. We'll skip the stretching for this part. But here they are, right? So each one of these, you can work in with the ball, right? So I'm gonna actually do this without the bands, with the bands, and with the ball. This is a great one, right? So this is the speed strength complex Pep workout, and I'll add it to the module tonight, right? So this is a crossover move. You can do this with and without the ball, with and without the bands. So that's a good one. And each one of these moves that they're gonna do in here, right, is part of your running mechanics. So if you can work the ball in, you work the ball in as well. So this is plyometrics. Do that next time. But that's just jump training.
Okay guys, on to our change of direction. Our change of direction hasn't changed from last week. It's quick lateral shuffle, mini hurdles,
right?
That explosive side medicine.
So we can do a change of direction drill with a soccer ball, not a medicine ball, right?
All right. You don't have a coach or a training.
You can work that one out.
Just pick a ball up and throw it.
So all I got is a ladder, and I have the ball, 2 balls on each side, one on each side. I just touch the ball there. That's a good one, right? And around the post, right? You can start with a pass or a touch around the post.
Last hurdle,
right? And you work in some touches on the ball in between each of these elements, right? So let's do the crossover one. I'm gonna put this on pause for a second. Here's the crossover again. So we're gonna do it with the bands, without the bands, and with the ball. And repeat. Every exercise with the bands, without the bands, and with the ball. So I'll show you how to adapt a crossover. We'll stop this right here. We'll go back to the zoom. Is that it? Is that it right there? Okay. So all we need to do is adapt these exercises. Without the bands, I'm going here. All right. Normally about 5 sets will do. I'm going to see it again from behind. Second. Other hand off the foot.
3 foot goes into the box, right?
Again. Right. I'm using the outside pinky, right? But again, feet shoulder width apart. On the balls of the feet. Hands still gotta go, right? So, I do it without the bands, with the bands, and with the ball, right? Up here, with the band. Right? And then go with the ball again. And then last one with the bands and the ball. And there we go. So we'll add the module tonight. You'll have everything you need for your first class. Bye, everybody.
Thanks everybody for showing up. Remember Tuesdays and Thursdays here. This is Coach T and Coach Francois. Hope you have a great night, a great week. Be safe. We love you all from Sheriff Powell. Take care, everybody.